should this conversation actually be framed? I made the comment when I've done this topic before. In a lot of ways, men bringing up this question, it's almost a condescending question. Well, what is it that women want?
Right.
So what is the right way to be framing this conversation in this debate, which is a very serious debate because we're talking about the real deciders in the race?
Policy. It should be about policy. And all of our best debates are always about policy. And it should be about policy that affects women specifically. The Romney campaign wants to talk about women and the economy. The women in this country still make 77 cents on the dollar for what men make. So if women don't make less than men?
Actually, if you start looking at the numbers, Rachel, there are lots of reasons for that.
Wait. Well, don't tell me the reasons are. Do women make less than men for doing the same work?
No, because
wow. Okay.
Well, for example, men work an average of 44 hours a week. Women work 41 hours a week. Men go into professions like engineering, science, and math that earn more. Women want more flexible
Listen, this is not a math is hard.
No. Yes, it is. Actually.
No, it isn't.
Well,
no, listen.
All right, let Rachel frame it though the way
Rachel,
right now, women are making 77 cents on the dollar. For what men are making. So
but that's not true. If so,
let Rachel make her point.
Every greedy businessman in America would hire only women, save 25%, and be hugely profitable.
This is. I feel like this is actually, and it's weird that you're interrupting me and not letting me make my point because we get along so well. So let me make my point.
I will.
But it is important. I think the interruption is important. I think because now we know, at least from both of your perspective, that women are not faring worse than men in the economy. That women aren't getting paid less for equal work. I think that's a serious basis, a difference in factual understanding of the world. But given that some of us believe that women are getting paid less than men for doing the same work, there's something called the Fair Pay Act. There was a court ruling that said the statute of limitations, if you're getting paid less than a man, if you're subject to discrimination, starts before you know that discrimination is happening, effectively cutting off your recourse to the courts. You didn't know you were being discriminated against, you can't go. The first law passed by this administration is the Fair Pay Act to remedy that court ruling. The Mitt Romney campaign put you out as a surrogate to shore up people's feelings about this issue after they could not say whether or not Mitt Romney would have signed that bill. You're supposed to make us feel better about it. You voted against the Fair Pay Act. It's not about whether or not you have a female surrogate. It's about policy and whether or not you want to fix some of the structural discrimination that women really do face that Republicans don't believe is happening.
It's policy is the argument.
It's policy. And I love how passionate you are. I wish you were as right about what you're saying as you are passionate about it. I really do.
That's
For
really
example,
condescending.
No,
this is a stylistic issue.
I'll tell you what.
My passion on this issue
Here's a fact.
is actually me making a factual argument on it. Alex.
May I share one fact with you? When you look at
without opposition, you don't know what you are. Have you seen people in the gym shadow boxing? I mean, they look so good. Put somebody in front of them, all that shadow, but you wonder where all that pretty move went. They lost it all. An opponent knocked them out in the first round. You don't know what you are without opposition. God has always given his prophets opposition to test their faith and to strengthen their will. And when your will is strengthened and your faith in God is strengthened, there is nothing that you cannot do.
As my platform grows, so will the dialogue. You know? I don't need the trash, and I don't need to tear down another content creator's content or that person for my personal enjoyment, because there's only so much of that you can do before people start to realize that you ain't shit. There's only so much of the same nonsense that you can talk about and that you can do before people start to realize that you ain't shit. And that's what makes me not in the same box. That's what makes me a little bit different. depending on super chats and cash apps to pay my bills, because I have a real life outside of this YouTube screen. So a person that is dependent on these super chats and cash apps can never be on the same level as me. And that's why I'm able to speak freely, and that's why I'm able to say what I want and not risk cancellation, not risk getting evicted or losing my cars if people don't like what I say when I speak the truth. See, a lot of people have problems in this content creation space because they spend time trying to be something that they're not. You're not a tough guy in real life, but you want to be a tough guy on screen. You live a mediocre, average life, but you want to be a rich guy or a rich woman and become affluent when you get on the screen. I'm not really a person to give advice, but I will give insight. The key to longevity is to be yourself. Don't change up. Be yourself and don't change up. Because it's gonna be people that come and try to knock you off your square. And when they come, you gotta keep your balance. Gotta show them what's up. So like I said, I wasn't going to be on here long, and I'm going to keep that word. I'm going to keep that promise, just like I said. I'm wrapping this up right now. If you guys haven't hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. If you want to support the channel financially, hit me up on Cash App. $Z864PC. Also, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter, Zone864TV. Straight like that. And I appreciate y'all for watching me this evening. You guys have a blessed day today. Have a prosperous day. And I will see y'all next time. Peace.
What's up, class? Welcome, class. It's a Sunday night, y'all. It's been a minute, y'all. Salute, guys. I'm here, and I ain't even gonna hold y'all, guys. We got over 1 million views, over 1,500,000 views on this topic today. And it's an old topic. Now, I mean, this is a 10-year-old video clip that I struck gold with, guys. Keep in mind, we all know that Rachel McDowell, we call her the mad cow disease. This feminist woman is an idiot. We know this feminist woman is an idiot. So today, guys, we're going to slow walk this gender wage gap topic, all right, guys? By now, we should already know it's been debunked so many ways, dissected in so many, but never before have anybody put together a list of 15 ways that this thing is full of manure. Never before have anybody put together this list that I got for you guys. So stick around. I'm going to be giving y'all 15 reasons why this journey is a full of shit narrative, right? Guys, also, we're going to have a good time at our girl Rachel expense today. I got the whole clip for those of y'all that have been asking me, because this was a demand. This video was by demand. Y'all guys requested this. Y'all requested this because of the outpour and the support for the YouTube short that we did, guys. You know what I mean? So let's get into that little clip real quick of the YouTube short that we did. This is the whole video of it. You know what I mean, guys? This is the full video of it. Without any further ado, let's watch this idiot make an ass out of herself. But I want you guys to also watch the simping forces and watch the society. Watch how mainstream society is designed and everybody is just brainwashed to support the foolishness in this feminist ideology, because that's all it is. You know what I mean? Mrs. Rachel, she's a feminist pusher. She's a feminism pusher. You know what I mean? And then you're gonna notice with a lot of the women that are try to fight this 77 cent bullshit. Those are feminist women. Stay away from them women. Those are Lilith-minded females, bro. They miss independence. You know what I mean? Remember our graph, guys. Remember our chart. Not all women. Not all women. But definitely the yellow section, guys. This is where you're gonna find the biggest problems. You're gonna find the biggest problems in our yellow section with today's topic. You know what I mean? Our independent Isabels and our evil. I got a PhD, I got a master's, you're gonna see this problem in those women. All right, guys. So this is a red flag. When you see this and when you find yourself debating this stupidity with a woman, you know what I mean? You might not want to refrain from sticking your D in, or if you do, make sure you wrap up, strap up, and do not play with your life. You know what I mean? Because remember, you do those too. You can do those too. Those are doable. Those women real stressed out. They real freaky because they stressed. They trying to take over the world. You know what I mean? So you can do those too, but make sure you wrap up, strap up, and do not play with your life. You know what I mean? Because over here we good breads, and you know one thing about being a goddamn good bread. Don't play now.
You dirty bitch! Look what you've done to my peonies!
They're marigolds!
Good God, I think she's right. They are marigolds.
I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one!
Absolutely. So let's watch this clip, guys. This is the full clip of a viral clip that we did on the channel, guys. Salute to y'all that support the channel. Yeah, got good bread going viral right now. Salute to A Spade if you're watching or when you're watching, man. Much love to you. You already know the things you do behind the scenes for the channel. You know what I mean? We had a good old time last night over there. Y'all get on over there if y'all haven't. That is the legend. That's the Red Pill legend, yo. You know what I mean? I know you guys, y'all know Kevin Samuels because he popped and he went viral. And Anthony Spade can probably choke the shit out of me because he's a Sigma and he don't like the attention. He don't care for the attention. But I got to give a man their roses when it's due. That's just me. You know what I mean? Y'all get on over there, Sigma Nation, stand up. You know what I mean? Show some support and love for a true legend, somebody that really do it for the people. And he's still one of the few that does the self-improvement. You know what I mean? He does question and answers. So he goes live. Now he's gonna go live more, so he say, but he gonna go live more. You go over there and put your questions in the chat, and he'll answer your questions. Real dude. In fact, me and Tolo was over there last night, and me and XL Pro, we was over there earlier today. And like I said, guys, he talks about everything. You'd be surprised how much, if you really, really love Goodbread, if you really, really love Mr. Goodbread, you'll be surprised how much of that man's style and that man's knowledge and that the way the man put it together. You know what I mean? He's my silent mentor, guys. So that tells you a lot. You know what I mean? That tells you a lot. But let's get down to business. Let's get down to business.
This is the latest plank in the so-called war on women. Entirely created by my colleagues across the aisle for political gain.
That was House Speaker John Boehner on the House floor on Friday.
Absolutely. That was created. That's what feminism was.
Health services and taking it out of the healthcare bill, which is That was House Speaker John Boehner on the House floor on Friday talking about the student loan debate and how it gets paid for, which brought in some of these questions about health services and taking it out of the healthcare bill, which is ultimately what the House bill has in it, which has rekindled some of this debate about, again, what the deciders in this race, women, are going to be voting on when it comes to the fall. And Hillary Rosen, here you are. This issue is not going away, and neither are you. You're back. I do want to remind people about your comments about Ann Romney that started quite a debate. Watch.
What you have is Mitt Romney running around the country saying, well, you know, my wife tells me that what women really care about are economic issues. And when I listen to my wife, that's what I'm hearing. Guess what? His wife has actually never worked a day in her life. She's never really dealt with the kinds of economic issues that a majority of the women in this country are facing in terms of how do we feed our kids, how do we send them to school, and how do we worry, and why do we worry about their future?
How much damage did that do?
Well, you know, I apologize to Mrs. Romney because I don't believe her life is the life that voters should judge. You know, this debate took a wrong turn, and I'm sorry that if I was the cause of that. This debate is not about the choices that moms make. 95% of the women in this country have economic struggles, whether they are the ones bringing home the paycheck or whether they're the ones trying to stretch that paycheck to take care of their families. And Mitt Romney's policies are what we should be debating.
All right, guys, now realistically, y'all come here because y'all know y'all going to get the truth. Y'all going to get the raw and mitigated truth. Remove the gray area, you know what I mean? This is the problem that women is going to run into. God didn't ask them to do what they trying to do. Remember, the agenda telling them to be men, and it's telling the men to be women. So in the process of that, they're swapping our punishment. Remember, when we were sent down here, we were sent down here to work. So if we not working, if we not putting in that time, putting in that extra, don't be looking for nothing from your creator. So you that's why you probably don't believe in them anyway, because you want to do what the fuck you want to do. And it's not gonna work like that for you. But same thing with the women. Y'all come down here and y'all trying to do this extra shit. You know what I mean? Don't be looking for it. I played the video, the book of Hagar. I still tell y'all to go get that book, go read those scriptures. You know what I mean? It's an off book from the Bible. It's only 2 chapters, but read that. It's very important. It's very important. You know what I mean? And this way, a lot of the independent Isabels come into play because no cap, it's 80% of feminine dudes running around here that can't bear to see a woman winning, right? But there's also 20% of dudes that love to see women win. Just understand, we don't give a fuck about how hard you win or how much you win. Just do what God asks you to, because we understand that you could win as much as you want. If you ain't doing it the way God wants you to do, then you're going to be losing too. You know what I mean? You're going to be losing at the same time as you think you're winning. And that's what the book of Hagar explains. You know what I mean? If you're not building his temple, you're not building for him, then whatever you trying to build ain't going to work. I mean, so you got a bunch of women down here that done ate that feminist apple. They didn't ate that forbidden fruit called feminism, and that's what they do, and that's what they hook to, guys.
And you know, that is, you know, in my view, still a woeful record.
You're a political pro, you know politics.
Yep.
And in the political debate over women voters, this had an effect. The President of the United States, everybody that you know very well within the Democratic Party, people associated with this president's reelection campaign, wasted no time running immediately in the other direction. The president even said that was an ill-advised statement by somebody on television.
Yep.
Were you surprised at how quickly they distanced themselves from you?
No, that was politics. What I was surprised about was, and this is something we should always learn and I'll always know, people don't know you. So really, this isn't about me. This is about that debate that, again, I caused taking the wrong turn. The economic issues that Mitt Romney has to face and how it affects women are absolutely fair game in this debate. That's where I intended to keep going. And I think that's really where American people want it to go.
But in your judgment, Ann Romney has the standing to evaluate what women want, what women, you know, need as they're looking for a president?
You know, I'll leave that to Mitt Romney to decide who he talks to. I'm not going to go there. Where I'm going to go is Does Mitt Romney understand that when he's out there complaining that 40% of the people in this country don't pay taxes, what he's really talking about are poor working people, mostly women, who get away from paying taxes because of the earned income tax credit that he wants to take away while he gives his rich friends a tax cut. That's the debate that I'm going to engage in.
Let me widen this discussion. Political strategist Republican Alex Castellanos is here, and of course our own MSNBC's Rachel Maddow, and also Congresswoman Kathy McMorris Rodgers of Washington State, part of the Republican head of the Republican conference on Capitol Hill. This is a wider conversation about how to win the women's vote, what women will care about, the kind of conversation ultimately that they're having as they evaluate.
Mind you, guys, women are supposed to inherit their vote from the man that they're able to attract. And it's always been like that. Even in the way the laws is written for women to earn their clout from the man that they have attracted. This is why they hate when you ask them, when you say, well, you picked them. Because that symbolizes something in their intelligence. You know what I mean? That symbolizes how stupid they really are, guys. You know what I mean? All of the things is designed for them to just chill, relax, keep and take care of their body, take care of their frame, take care of their mind, take care of their temples, the other two temples other than family. Remember, it's 3 temples. You got your family, that's one of God's temples. You got your mind, and you got your body. Until they attract a man, a alpha male. Really, that's how the game go. You know what I mean? You don't bust it open. You don't have no man baby until, you know what I mean, you attract a king. I ain't saying you can't bust it open, because you know what I mean. I wouldn't dare say you don't bust it open, because I know y'all bitches can't stop busting it open. But you know what I mean. All you gotta do is protect yourself before you wreck yourself. Protect yourself before you wreck yourself, and take care of your body and your mind. You know what I mean? And you inherit everything else from the king, from your king. And that's how it works. It's a yin and a yang. You know what I mean? But they down here defying God, y'all. They down here doing everything opposite of what God sent niggas down here to do. And they wondering why they not winning. That's the funny part. That's the shit that make it foolery, guys. That's the part that make it foolery.
This campaign, where are we after Hillary's remarks and the debate that ensued?
Right. Well, Hillary apologized, and I think we've all made statements that we later regret. The reason that it caused such a controversy, though, is that it exposed that the war on women is really a myth, that it has been created by the Democrats in an effort to distract Americans once again from the real issues. Democrats know that
and that's just the facts. They love creating fear. They love doing this shit, bro. They love scaring they people, the same folks that vote for them, and they scare the shit out of them. Then they dangle something in front of them. The people that they scared give them something, their freedom. They give them their freedom. They go right on into slavery for some bullshit. And slavery of the mind. Keep in mind, slavery of the mind is worse than any other slavery, guys. Y'all know mental slavery. That's worse than any other slavery. You know what I mean? Let's go over that. You know what I mean? You know we got that. That's a plaque right here. That's a staple over here at this channel, because we don't let nobody play with our emotional intelligence. And this is it right here. This is Lila's favorite thing. This is how they weigh with words, you guys. And they play with you. The narcissist woman. And men too. You know what I mean? Keep in mind, ladies that's in the chat. 'Cause I know I see my ladies. I see the analytics. We don't bite over here, and I won't let nobody bite you. You know what I mean? If you're a critical thinking female, talk, chat, engage. You know what I mean? Hit that like button, speak. We can learn from you. You know what I mean? I tell everybody, we all know, we all learning from dummies, yo. I'm a dummy, you a dummy, we all dummies, yo, and we can learn a lot from a dummy. So engage, y'all. You know what I mean? Engage, definitely. But let's read this, guys. Mental slavery is the worst form of slavery. It gives you the illusion of freedom, makes you trust, love, and defend your oppressor while making an enemy out of those who are trying to free you and open your eyes. Don't kill me. Don't hate me. I'm just a messenger, guys. Just a messenger. But yeah, guys, also take the time now to like, share, hit that like button. My analytics also say that we lit, but we way behind in likes, guys. We need to get our likes up. Y'all know I don't bother y'all. I don't hassle y'all for no donations and super chats. I don't stop the stream for super chats and none of that dumb shit. You know what I mean? None of that bum begging shit. I just ask y'all to pay y'all school tuition by hitting that like button, guys. So, you know what I mean? We'll be there. We'll probably be off already if we get the like button hit. So those of you that need to log into your Google, you know what I mean? Go do that now. And those of you that's already logged in and already hit the like button, share this video on your social media timelines. And before it get too late, share it in your phone log. Share it to like 3 contacts that need to get this information in your phone log, guys. You know what I mean? Come on now, give it up. Give it up for the Goodbread School, the School of Common Sense and the State of the Art, y'all.
Will you please stop balling up and folding up and so we can't even figure out what it is? It's going to be $1 just laid out in there. It's all right. It won't hurt our feelings. We had to go to Family Dollar and buy iron. To iron out all the dollars because we can't even tell what they are. I work in the trustee ministry and we're trying to go to Golden Corral too. By the time we iron out all the dollars, everything is closed. And we don't even cook on Sunday no more. So just lay it in the plate. It's still going to be $1. Amen? Come on, y'all. Let's just get along. Come on. Help us out. Because we ushers. We ushers. Amen? We're here to serve you. And
Yep. Let's get it, y'all. Love y'all too, man.
Republicans won the women's vote in 2010. It was the first time since Reagan that the Republicans won the women's vote, and it resulted in the Republicans taking the majority in the House, 87 new freshmen, a record number of women, Republican women that were elected to the House. And it could be argued that it was the American women that really fired the first woman speaker of the House because they didn't like the direction the country was taking. They didn't like the direction, the policies promoted by this administration, by the Democrat majority at that time, whether it was the massive debt, record debt, $5 trillion now, whether it was the health care bill that women oppose. They wanted a different direction.
How, Rachel, should this conversation actually be framed? I made the comment when
Y'all saw Rachel's face? She looked like she could care less. And you got to remember, guys, these type of women, they don't care about winning or finding a solution. They just care about causing chaos and causing a disruption and proving their point of their feelings, guys. They don't give a goddamn thing about the truth or win, or right or wrong, none of that. You saw her.
done this topic before. In a lot of ways, men bringing up this question, it's almost a condescending question. Well, what is it that women want?
Right.
So what is the right way to be framing this conversation in this debate, which is a very serious debate because we're talking about the real deciders in the race?
Policy. It should be about policy. And all of our best debates are always about policy. And it should be about policy that affects women specifically. The Romney campaign wants to talk about women and the economy. The women in this country still make 77 cents on the dollar for what men make. So if women don't make less than men?
Actually, if you start looking at the numbers, Rachel, there are lots of reasons for that.
Wait.
Well,
don't tell
first
me
of all,
the reasons are. Do women make less than men for doing the same work?
No, because
Wow.
Well,
Okay.
Well, for example, men work an average of 44 hours a week. Women work 41 hours a week. Men go into professions like engineering, science, and math that earn more. Women want more flexible
Listen, this is
professions.
not a math is hard.
No. Yes, it is. Actually.
No, it isn't.
Well,
No, listen.
All right, let Rachel frame.
Listen to the semaphore. So he talking about let Rachel. She trying to overpower him. She ain't got no goddamn facts. She don't know what she talking about. We gonna get to some statistics though, guys. So stick around, guys. I got 15 reasons why she full of shit. Let's play that back again. Listen to the semaphore. So why let her talk? Nobody want to hear that crab leg.
4 hours a week. Women work 41 hours a week. Men go into professions like engineering, science, and math that earn more. Women want more flexible
professions.
professions.
This is not a math is hard.
No. Yes, it is. Actually.
No, it isn't.
Well,
No, listen.
All right, let Rachel frame it though the way
Rachel, right now, women are making 77 cents on the dollar for what men are making. So
that's not true. All
right, let Rachel make it.
Every greedy businessman in America would hire only women, save 25%, and be hugely
This
profitable.
is I feel like this is actually, I mean, it's weird that you're interrupting me and not letting me make my point because we get along so well. So let me make my point. But it is
Because y'all get along so well. You see how sneaky and conniving these feminist-minded women, these man-hating ass women be? Because they sit there and sugar you up and wean you up and think because y'all friends and y'all got a record that they can control you now. You know what I mean, guys? They'll try to control you. And they so condescending, they'll give you a compliment and slap you in your face at the same time. You gotta really watch these folks, bro. You gotta watch these folks, bro. These be the chicks that y'all be with that don't give y'all no compliments. They don't like to give it up. They don't like to give it up. Like it's a feminist minded thing. It's a competitive spirit in these feminist women, boy.
important, I think. The interruption is important, I think, because now we know, at least from both of your perspective, that women are not faring worse than men in the economy, that women aren't getting paid less for equal work. I think that's a serious basis, a difference in factual understanding of the world. But given that some of us believe that women are getting paid less than men for doing the same work, there's something called the Fair Pay Act. There was a court ruling that said the statute of limitations, if you're getting paid less than a man, if you're subject to discrimination, starts before you know that.
When you say this guy, you're referring to Rachel as a guy, right? Because she do kind of look like a man there. Rachel is a, yeah. She is an idiot. Rachel is an idiot. Word. Yo, she do look like a guy though. Look, she do look like a little tomboy, yo. Like her, like Ellen DeGeneres.
Discrimination is happening, effectively cutting off your recourse to the courts. You didn't know you were being discriminated against, you can't go. The first law passed by this administration is the Fair Pay Act to remedy that court ruling. The Mitt Romney campaign put you out as a surrogate to shore up people's feelings about this issue after they could not say whether or not Mitt Romney would have signed that bill. You're supposed to make us feel better about it. You voted against the Fair Pay Act. It's not about whether or not you have a female surrogate. It's about policy and whether or not you want to fix some of the structural discrimination that women really do face that Republicans don't believe is happening.
It's policy, is the argument.
It's policy. And I love how passionate you are. I wish you were as right about what you're saying as you are passionate about it. I really do.
That's
For
really
example,
condescending.
no.
Here's the, I mean, this is a stylistic issue.
God, that had to been the bar of the decade right there. The bar of the decade. And that's how all feminists, they are so passionately stupid. They are passionately ignorant. And they'll call you ignorant, though. These feminist people will call you ignorant because you ain't as indoctrinated as them. You know what I mean? Because you ain't as foolish as them. Let's hear that again. And he put her down nice. Way better than way better than what I would have did.
Is the argument.
It's policy. And I love how passionate you are. I wish you were as right about what you're saying as you are passionate about it. I really do.
That's
For
really
example,
condescending. Here's the, I mean, this is a stylistic issue.
I'll tell you what.
My passion on this issue
Here's a fact.
is actually me making
Can
a
I share
factual
one
argument on it. Alex,
may I share one fact with you? When
Share.
you look at, for example, single women working in America today between the ages of, I think, 40 and 64, who makes more, men or women, on average? Men make $40,000 a year. Women make 47. When you take out the marriage factor, look at some economics. My point here is that we're manufacturing a political crisis to get away from what this election really wants to be about.
All right, well, let me bring...
And that's the Obama strategy in this election.
All right, but let's go. I want to pick up on this point.
Yo, why would you cut him off, though? You see the simp enforcer in him? Why don't you let son keep mixing on Raquel? You know what I mean? On the dude, on the little nigga Rachel. You know what I mean? Why don't you let him finish mixing on him? You gonna go cut him off for what? It's always gonna be a simp enforcer, bro. It's always gonna be a simp enforcer.
Which is as a policy matter. The Romney campaign would like to make this strictly about the economy, how women fare in the economy, as opposed to what a lot of Democrats, the president and others, and you heard him make the point, I brought this up with Ed Gillespie, this idea of turning the clock back on some settled issues that Republicans bring up. That got to the healthcare fight, that got to the access to contraception.
Well, I think the economic issues matter a lot, obviously, to everybody. And we're going to talk about whether tax cuts affect women more and men more and how women are faring and the facts Rachel talked about. Let's look at this other place. What did men do with all that power that women helped elect them to in 2010? Over 1,000 bills were introduced in state legislatures and Congress across this country since then to take away women's health, reproductive health. That there's just no question.
Facts, sure, he stood up, but they jumping him, yo. Son cut him off to allow this bitch to start talking some stupid shit again, bro. I'm not getting it.
That whether the Republicans want to call it a war, and I don't particularly love that word, there is a concerted effort to change settled policy in the area of contraceptive rights, in the area of healthcare rights. When men have medical issues, they're medical. When women have...
Also, guys, peep how they quickly got him out of there, and he didn't even do it rude. So even when you do it nice, they will shun you and shut you down. And they shut him down just now. And went to the other dummy. They didn't even go to his homie, his help, the lady in the blue. They went to the dummy.
medical issues, they're political. That is going to be a huge issue in this campaign.
These are all distractions from the real issues. Let's look at the policy. Let's look at the real issues that face all Americans, including women. And it's the economy. Women make the majority of the purchasing decisions. They're out there. They understand the price of gas right now. It has doubled under this administration. They understand when food prices go up. They make 85% of the healthcare decisions in this country for themselves, for their family, for their parents, for their children. They do not like the president's healthcare bill. It was signed into law 2 years ago, and the opposition has actually increased. And it is more women than men even oppose this bill because they are frightened by the idea of the federal government coming in and taking away their ability to make those decisions that are so near and dear to their heart.
Those are the priorities. Why is it that in the Republican-controlled legislatures in Iowa and South Carolina, what they did this week?
Every time somebody try to make a good point, you know what I mean, they start over talking, switching the argument. It's brutal. It's brutal, yo. It's brutal how fake is the new real, guys. This is why fake is the new real. And this is why men are cheating more. Men are getting caught up cheating more. You know what I mean? Society is shaping, and men has always been adapters. You know what I mean? Whatever society give us, we adapt to it. Men are the biggest adapters. So society is creating this feminine man, this no trustworthy man. You know what I mean? Society mixed in with the hell of a mothers. It's brutal out here. Masculinity is at an all-time low. At an all-time low because of these agendas, these weakening agendas that try to promote that force black girl magic down your neck and force women empowerment down your neck.
Because they started working on the very difficult problem of rape victims and people who become pregnant through rape or incest being exempted from some of the anti-abortion laws in those states. Why are the Republican legislatures in those states prioritizing cracking down, not on rape, but on rape victims? If the priorities are, as you say, why have we had more anti-abortion legislation in the last year than we've had since Roe versus Wade? What you're saying and what you're doing as a party are two very different things.
Congresswoman and then Alex.
Well, just when you highlight just a few of the bills out of the thousands of bills that are introduced at any time at the state legislative level, you're picking and choosing. I could pick out some bills on the left that are just on the
HR 3 in this Congress was an anti-abortion bill.
In Washington State this year, there was legislation introduced. It passed the House to require abortions be included in every health care plan moving forward.
Yeah.
So you can't, that doesn't reflect the priorities of the party. It doesn't reflect the priorities of the majority in Congress. We have been focused on the economy, on bills that will get Americans back to work.
There are more anti-abortion bills now than at any time since Roe versus.
Why are you worrying about bullshit like that? See, they not getting it, yo. Shorty with the blues is fixing her up too. But Shorty with the blue ain't trying to go against the cold. She ain't trying to go against the cold like how homie did. You know what I mean? But Shorty in the blue got some mix and match for her too. She ain't trying to go against the cold, yo. It's sad, yo.
Waiver passed. I'm not focusing on that in a disproportionate concern to the quantitative measure by which they have been introduced. It's become the priority of the party, and that's what I don't understand.
This is how far the Democrats, Obama, and Rachel have to go to try to win this election. We're sitting here talking about the next president of the United States, and I don't know if Rachel knows this, but our nominee is this fellow from his name Mitt Romney. He's actually running for president, and you're talking about legislatures in Iowa.
I'm talking about what the Republican
and
Party
the
stands
Republican
for,
war on
Alex.
women. If Republicans have declared war on women, we're losing. Half of Republicans are women. Some of us have even married them. This
Gotta. Did y'all peep that? Half the if it's a war on women, half the Republicans are women. So that's false. You know what I mean? They're not gonna let him talk too much because he's a good bread. He's obviously a good bread because you know why.
You dirty bitch! Look what you've done to my peonies!
They're marigolds.
Good God, I think she's right. They are marigolds.
I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one.
It's manufacturing a crisis. But here's a political question for Obama. When manipulating people becomes so obvious, you lose your political credibility. We were looking, the Obama campaign. When people see the magician's hands, and this is such an obvious attempt to divide the country along every conceivable issue and axis except the economy, where he can't debate.
Okay,
So example, we're seeing a debate, rich versus poor, right? Men versus women,
Absolutely calling it out, man. Protect this man. They probably canceled him. Like I said, this is 10 years old, guys. 10 years old, guys. 2012 type shit. Know what I mean? But he killed this. He killed this. Only the facts, guys. No gray area.
issue and axis except the economy, where he can't debate.
Okay,
So example, we're seeing a debate, rich versus poor, right? Men versus women, employer versus employee. They're trying to divide the country everywhere because they can't litigate the economy.
I'm going to get here.
We end up talking about Iowa legislatures instead of the economy.
Let me get in here. I'm going to get one more word from Hillary, and then I'm going to take a break. We'll move on to something else.
Let's go back to where Mitt Romney is here, because this is not about Iowa. And even though Mitt Romney has embraced every one of those state legislators and governors doing those activities. But let's look at Congress. Let's look at Mitt Romney and his alliance with Congressman Ryan. And when you look at the economic issues and when you look at the priorities, and by the way, this is not a Democrat-Republican thing. Kay Bailey Hutchinson, other Republican women have agreed that these attacks on women's reproductive health is bad for the party. It's bad for America. Let's look at where Ryan takes us and where Romney goes. Cutting daycare. What do women depend on? They depend on working women. Cutting education. What are women depending on to equalize this? Of course it's true.
Not what we're doing.
Mitt Romney wants to decimate the Department of Education. Paul Ryan wants to eliminate federal subsidies for families and their children. That's exactly where Mitt Romney's taking it. That's going to disproportionately affect women.
Curtail this part of the debate.
See how they make it sound so horrible? They lying like a motherfucker. I mean, and both sides, guys, don't get it twisted. We don't play that. We don't let the Republicans play with us, and we don't let the Democrats play with us, because they both piece of shit, and they both full of shit. You know what I mean? It's just that the Republicans they ain't trying to see us in no motherfucking dress. You know what I mean? They ain't trying to see us in no motherfucking dress. The democracy trying to see us in the motherfucking dress. And y'all pick from there. That's just the facts.
The debate is going to go on. I want to get a break in here. More from our roundtable coming up. We're also going to hear from my colleague Brian Williams, who's going to talk about his exclusive interview with President Obama this week.
All right, guys, and there you go. I promised you that I'll bring you the whole video, because a lot of you guys was asking me for the whole video. Where can y'all find the video clip at? So that's the whole video. And also keep in mind, guys, those of you that's watching from the New School State of the Art, after we get done with the next segment, and our next segment, we're going to get to the bottom of who this chick is, because I need to know the shady side of Rachel McDowell. You know what I mean? Because I needed to know why y'all was so interested about this lady right here. You know what I mean? So I wanted to know, who the hell is she? And for those of you that might not know who the hell is she, and y'all finding out she's new to y'all, you know what I mean? We're going to find out more about this feminist woman, because we definitely need to identify the Liliths in our society and the Liliths in our community. All right? So let's get it. Let's get in. And guys, Those of you at the New School State of the Art, you can always come over here to the Mr. Goodbread Show and continue the live. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you're not a subscriber already over there, hit it over there, and then come on over here to the Mr. Goodbread Show. You know what I mean? And join the chat over here, guys. All right? Remember, I can't see the chat if you typing in the chat over there. You know what I mean? But once you come on over to the Mr. Goodbread Show, you lit. But after this segment, guys, we're gonna be cutting the stream from over there. And we're going to be continuing over here at the Mr. Goodbread Show. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody. Dirty, what's up, my God? Word. Let's see who this chick is. This old lying-ass, feminist-ass woman.
Tell the world what you are now without ever saying a word. Own it.
To her, that was professional and supportive. With her trademark chunky glasses and journalistic acumen, Rachel Maddow has been hosting the Rachel Maddow Show.
Now, no cap, she do look like a man. Yeah, that look like a man. That look like a man. That look like a transgender man. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Since 2008, turning it into one of the highest rated programs in cable news. But while her deft political expertise and storytelling has attracted millions of die.
Oh, allegedly? What happened?
Maddow. The scoop that wasn't. After months of speculation about President Donald Trump's personal finances, the internet went into a frenzy on March 14, 2017, after Maddow tweeted, "Breaking, we've got Trump tax returns. Tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. MSNBC, seriously." It seemed like the lid was about to be blown off of something. Instead, though, viewers got the biggest anticlimax in live journalism since Geraldo Rivera opened Al Capone's vault. Before the
Goofy. Now, how goofy was that, yo? How goofy was that? Niggas thought that you was gonna bring the scoop. You brought nothing, man. So how is she able to get as much money as she's getting right now? And then she got the nerve to be talking about a gender gap when she's getting paid and she ain't got no talent. She all lies. She crazy out this motherfucker. How greedy can you be?
The show aired, the White House announced that the documents would simply show Trump paid $38 million in taxes on an income of $150 million. And by the time Maddow got around to showing the tax forms, they had already been posted online by the Daily Beast. About the only news that was actually broken during the segment was the fact that the pages Maddow had in her possession had client copy stamped on the front, prompting her guest, journalist David K. Johnston, to suggest that Trump may have leaked the documents himself in order to get good press.
Donald has a long history of leaking material about himself when he thinks it's in his interests.
Whoops. She blames you. Maddow's anticlimactic presentation of Trump's tax returns stirred up some backlash against the MSNBC star, including plenty of late-night jokes.
Rachel took us on an emotional roller coaster because, like a roller coaster, at the end, you're right back where you started and feeling a little queasy.
But she pushed back against critics, blaming her audience for having unrealistic expectations. She told the Associated Press, "Because I have information about the president doesn't mean that it's necessarily a scandal. It doesn't mean that it's damning information. If other people leapt to that conclusion without me indicating that it was, that hype is external to what we did." Saving Joy Reid. MSNBC's Joy Reid came under fire in late 2017 when a series of homophobic posts were discovered on her old blog. She apologized, calling her remarks insensitive, tone-deaf, and dumb. But in early 2018, more offensive posts emerged, and many assumed that the talk show host would likely lose her job as a result. However, she didn't, and according to some, that's due in part to support from Maddow, who tweeted, "Brains, guts, heart, and soul. Beloved Joy Reid has always been a treasured and brilliant colleague, but I've never been prouder to work with her than I am now." According to the
Yeah, she probably let you eat the carpet. She definitely let you clean the carpet. That's why she saved her.
The Daily Beast, that support tipped the balance, with a former NBC producer saying, "Maddow's blessing was the word of God that Joy Reid was safe." Friends in low places. Roger Ailes.
It's nothing about this thing right here that's the word of God. It's nothing about this thing right here. You know what I mean? From scratch, I told you. You know what I mean? Lying lips are an abomination. You know what I mean? So we're not even gonna play that. And I wish I stopped associating. That's why so many people turned off and don't believe in them. Cause everybody just use his name and just throw it around, swing it over here, swing it over there. I mean, thank God, thank you, Jesus. It's so sad, it's pitiful, yo. That was a great plan, though. Great way to get the people to just be so deterred from it and so turned off away from it. That's a great way to do it. Great guys. That worked.
Resigned from his position as chairman and CEO of Fox News in 2016 amid multiple sexual assault allegations. After receiving $40 million to walk out the door, he joined the Donald Trump campaign. So it was a surprise when, after he passed away in 2017, one of the most heartfelt eulogies came from Maddow. During an interview with Access Hollywood, the MSNBC host said that the media mogul was a friend and mentor. Maddow stressed she didn't want to, quote, dismiss any of the serious allegations against Ailes, but also wanted people to know that he had a different side to him. According to her, that was professional and supportive.
It's interesting because we were always obviously on very different ends of the ideological spectrum, and we stayed in pretty close touch. I considered him to be a friend.
She don't never dress like a woman. She don't never dress like a woman, bro. She always dressed like Steve Kerr.
That didn't go over well with many, but Maddow addressed the backlash on the Howard Stern show, saying, "There are a lot of people who are mad at me for saying anything nice about him, given the other things we learned about him before he died."
I'm not downplaying those things to also be able to say, listen, this is a true thing about the way he interacted with me, and he was a friend.
Someone give her a map. In October 2017, U.S. soldiers in Niger were ambushed by roughly 50 Islamic State militants, leaving 4 Green Berets dead. In response, Maddow aired a segment tying their deaths to a recent travel ban Trump had issued regarding the nation of Chad. Chad, you see, is actually a U.S. partner in counterterrorism and had a number of troops stationed in Niger. After the travel...
Now look how thirsty you is, yo. Now that's some false reporting for you right there. Look how and who keeps giving this? Who gives people like this the platform to give out so much false information? Like, it doesn't matter when you're trying to tear down somebody, right? I guess it doesn't matter when the agenda is tear down this, and the powers to be want to tear down this. So they'll just use any old body. They'll have any old body just saying any old thing. I guess it's true. It's not just black folks that like to hear they self-talk. It's just stupid people.
Travel ban, though, they pulled their troops out. Critics claim there were a couple major problems with Maddow's theory, though. First, there was no evidence that Chad's decision was directly related to the travel ban. And more importantly, the Chad troops were fighting a different terrorist group, Boko Haram, clear on the other side of the country from where the Green Berets were killed. Needless to say, political analysts and the media were taken aback by Maddow's assertions, with Willa Frey writing on the Huffington Post, "Maddow's theory was so flimsy that it could be debunked by a quick glance at a map." Her Reddit AMA was a bust. Finally, perhaps Maddow's biggest scandal of all came in 2013, when her Reddit Ask Me Anything was panned by some members of the internet community because she didn't answer enough political questions for their taste. The session was so poorly received that an MSNBC spokesperson released a statement defending it. Rachel addressed a variety of topics from the Reddit community, including the war in Afghanistan, Ron and Rand Paul, government spending, gun regulation, her editorial process, media bias, conflicts with the Democratic Party, and partisan gridlock. Sure, she's tough enough to stand up to the president, but Reddit trolls? That's enough to give anyone a headache, even Rachel Maddow.
It's sad that the people that they give the platforms, the people that they let run the show, don't know a goddamn thing, yo. That's just proof they don't know a goddamn thing, guys. But again, guys, those of you that's watching over at the New School State of the Art, wrap it on up over there. Make sure you clean your desk. Make sure you don't leave nothing over hanging. And come on over to the old school, bro. Come on over to the School of Common Sense. That live has ended, y'all. All right, y'all. For those of y'all that's over here, let's go. Let's continue. Let's keep it going. You know what I mean? We're about to move on the hour. I want to give a salute for yesterday's super chat. That was my guy, Van Hurst. Van Hurst dropped a 20 bomb. Thank you, my guy. Salute. Salute. And much love to everybody that show their support and that hit that like button and pay their school tuition. You know what I mean? Word up. That's support too, guys. Don't forget that like button is support too. Because I'd rather you motherfucking invest in yourself than throw money at me. Those guys that support monetarily, they in a position to do that. So don't feel no way. But you can also help out by sharing these videos, liking, and commenting in the chat. Y'all know how we do. It's a total team effort over here. But let's take it to the streets, guys, and let's hear what the streets got to say about this wage gap. Let's see how many stupid people we have, guys, before I pull out that list of 15 reasons why they stupid. You know what I mean? And why, and what warrants and guarantees me a reason, and what qualifies me to say that, to be able to say that without, oh, you arrogant. No. I'm just educated. And I mean, I'm properly educated. I educated myself. I am not a victim. Ooh, it's raining like a motherfucker right now, B. It's going down in New York City. That was thunder, y'all. That was live thunder. You know what I mean? It's going down. So y'all know what it is. It's about to heat up. It's about to heat up. Let's get it, y'all. Let's take it to the streets. Salute to my guys, Complicated. Y'all know we be all over at the school. We bring quality content to the school only. It's Complicated. Salute. We coming soon, man. Mr.Goodbread.
Who is the most famous actress you can think of?
Actress? Drew Barrymore.
Okay. If Drew Barrymore was in a movie with a male co-star that nobody had heard of, would it be fair to pay them the same salary?
No.
Absolutely. Hell no. Hell no. So then why, what? Fuck you need me for?
No.
Why not?
Because he's not like known of, and because he didn't like work to be famous like she did.
Okay. Since Drew is the star of the movie, won't she bring more people to the theater than her co-star?
Yes.
Okay, that's called star power. How is that different than the gender pay gap?
Oh, that's a loaded one.
Gotta.
You wasn't hate when the motherfucker was living, goddammit. Now the motherfucker dead. Fuck this son of a bitch. Fuck him, goddammit, and fuck anybody with his ass. Yeah. Y'all know the motherfucker ain't no good. You want, look, all you motherfuckers been snitching for him and shit.
Y'all know that bullshit ain't no good.
Like for women or for like?
Well, I mean, the WNBA complains about not being paid the same to the NBA, and they don't generate as much revenue. So, I mean, isn't that kind of like the same thing?
I feel like the WNBA isn't promoted as much as the NBA because they are women.
Right, but I mean, wouldn't a male co-star that no one's ever heard of not be promoted as much and not be able to?
Yeah, I guess.
So is that comparable?
Maybe, sure.
I mean, wouldn't.
Right, it's not that hard to tell the truth, sis. It's not. He done walked you through it. He done walked you down now. Don't lie. Don't do it. You're on TV. Smile. You're on candid camera, bitch.
So then wouldn't it have more to do with performance than discrimination?
Oh, I don't know. You're like hitting me. I wasn't ready. I don't know.
Oh God. I paused it at the right time. Oh God. Let me. Good Lord. The babies. Protect our babies. The chillins. Protect our chillins.
You're right about that one, but I just feel like
If they both doing the same job.
I'm a 27-year-old transgender woman, Miami Wolftherian, and a member of the furry fandom.
They deserve the same pay. It doesn't matter.
Okay, but at the same time, you know, then why would someone want to star in their movie?
I
mean, got him too. This boy is ferocious. He ferocious on him. Oh, rough. Let's play that back.
feel like
if they both doing the same job, they deserve the same pay. It doesn't matter.
Okay, but at the same time, you know, then why would someone want to star in their movie?
I mean,
What would be the benefit of having a celebrity in your movie if they weren't going to bring more people to the theater.
I mean,
right. That makes sense, but
I mean, they're both doing the same job, but don't they have different value to the project?
Yeah, but I feel
yeah,
like
you're right.
So shouldn't their pay,
I feel like-
reflect the value that they're bringing to the movie?
Yeah. I agree with that. I feel like it depends on what parts you play. Yeah.
Doesn't that completely disprove the gender pay gap right there?
Got him. God, man, damn.
You dirty bitch! Look what you've done to my peonies!
they're marigolds.
Good God, I think she's right. They are marigolds. I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one.
Call Rachel. Call Rachel. Call Rachel, Mad Cow. Get the Mad Cow lady, yo, on the horn.
Yeah.
All right.
You have two actors who are basically both starring and doing the same job, but they have different value because one is a celebrity and the other one's an unknown.
And you're saying with the basketball?
Well, what I'm saying is when it comes to basketball, right? A lot of women say that the WNBA should be paid the same as the NBA, but
Yeah,
they don't. But they don't generate the same revenue. So isn't that kind of like the same analogy as the celebrity getting paid more than the no-name actor?
In some respect, but at the end of the day, I would say to advertise them more. In all respect, if we look at Nike, if we look at Adidas, who do we see? Like, we mostly see male, like, athletes. I'm trying to make a pose, models.
But even if you advertise something more, does that necessarily mean that you're going to have more success? I mean, there are tons of businesses that fail.
But there's a ton that make it, and it's by advertising.
Acting requires you to act, put a little bit more work into.
Good Lordy. That's a hell of a tattoo. And them some saggy ass titties. Let's see what she got to say.
Do it. Actually read a script, right? Read a script, do all these things that NBA players don't have to really do. They just practice and so you can't compare them. You can't compare the two.
Well, once again,
as far as the pay rate is concerned.
Well, once again, like I said, they're both, they're both training. They're both basically, they're both doing, acting, whether you're a male or a female actor, you're still basically, doing the same work, but they shouldn't be paid the same.
I don't know.
I'm just saying,
I'm over it. Next question.
I don't think it's based off of discrimination. I think it's based off of how long you've been at your job, how well you are with your technique, and how good you are.
Yeah, I'm starting to notice that too, my guy, Aviator Views. These bitches all look alike. It's like social media got all of these bitches looking alike, bro. This is why they get cheated on, I swear. How do you know which one is your girl? How do you know which one is your bitch? They all look alike, bro. God damn. Would you look at this shit here?
At what you do. I think that's what matters.
Do you think high-paid Hollywood actors should have their money redistributed so struggling actors can have a living wage?
No, those struggling actors need to work harder for their money if that's what they want.
Okay, but it's funny how a lot of Hollywood actors often talk about, socialism.
Yeah, I see.
So, okay. How do you solve
She just looked goofy to me, yo. She got the whole goofy posture, yo. Her mannerisms is goofy, yo. Let's look at that again, guys. Watch her whole mannerisms, though. Yo, you can learn a lot from a dummy, yo. Ladies, don't be out in the street looking like this, yo. Get your confidence and your self-esteem up, yo. This shows it's a lack of self-esteem. Like, real niggas see this. Real niggas see this on you. Easy, you know what I mean? And that make you a sheep, which makes you prey. You know what I mean?
Technique and how good you are at what you do. I think that's what matters.
Do you think
Real ID? It will get you there.
Do you have feelings for Lucy?
high-paid Hollywood actors should have their money redistributed so struggling actors can have a living wage?
No.
All right, guys. So look at the difference in body language and posture between Shorty on the right and then the one that's talking on the mic. Just watch the body language and posture, guys. T.O., what up, T.O.?
Those struggling actors need to work harder for their money if that's what they want.
Okay, but it's funny how a lot of Hollywood actors often talk about, you know, socialism.
Yeah, I see.
So, okay, how do you solve the gender pay gap?
There's not a gender pay gap. That's complete bullshit.
There has been some skepticism about the gender.
Wait, hold on. What happened? Why you wait? She was yeah, she know what it is. She know what time it is, yo. Salute, Sir Cyrex. What's going on, my guy? Welcome to class again, bro, man. Welcome back to class.
Gender pay gap, equal pay for equal work. Do you believe the wage gap is due more to sexism or productivity?
I think it's sexism.
Yes.
Okay.
I think men get paid more.
Yep.
It's got to be productivity.
Can you show me a job where the pay scale for men and women is different?
Porn.
Okay.
Got him.
Actors and actresses.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Actors and actresses. They'll be in the same movie.
Yep.
Doing the same amount of work.
Yeah.
If the wage gap exists, then why would companies employ men when it would be cheaper to hire women?
Because companies can be sexist. And that's like the point. That's the problem.
Why would companies employ men when it would be cheaper to hire women?
You know, that is a good one. Hold on.
This nigga's dumb, yo. This nigga dumb, yo. What a dummy.
They probably wouldn't.
I mean, if women are capable of doing just as good a job and for less money, wouldn't it make sense for a company to hire all women?
I mean, yeah, if women were getting paid less, what is it, 70 cents on the dollar? Yeah, companies would, find a good deal in that. Yeah.
Is there a wage gap or an earnings gap?
It's got to be an earnings gap.
If men earn more than women overall, could it possibly be because men typically choose higher paying jobs, more dangerous jobs, and work longer hours?
Yep, these are all facts. I work as a truck driver. I don't see clearly as many female truck drivers as I do male. It's a dangerous job. It's a long job. You're driving for hours. Yeah, no.
Don't women generally choose lower paying fields like education and nursing as opposed to math, science, and ditch digging jobs?
Yeah, more thinking.
So wouldn't their pay reflect that?
Yeah, women like to work with people. Men like to work with things.
Don't women also choose to take more time off to focus on friends and family, whereas men are more likely to be devoted to work?
I think, yeah, this is also another fact, biology of life.
Women have to bury a child and they have to take maternity leave. So that's a very big issue for most CEOs in the company because they can't really have that liability for an employee to take leave for.
Yeah, but they also pay that. You know what I mean? Men don't get paid for that. Men don't get paid for that shit.
Such a long time. And that's one of the biggest concerns for women being paid so low is because of their it all has to do with.
But isn't that biology? And
yes, it has to do with biology. That's why we're upset.
Why should an employer be responsible for a woman's choice to have a kid?
They're not responsible, but it's just the basic ethics.
It actually is illegal to discriminate pay based on gender. Why aren't more women filing class action lawsuits against companies that don't pay them equally?
I would say it's a lot easier to get another job. I mean, I'd love to say
That's bullshit, yo. That is bullshit, yo. Because if that was the case, then y'all would just get another job when it come to child support. You know what I mean? Because it's about the same thing. It's about the same goddamn thing, miss. You got to draw up some papers. You got to serve some papers. You got to go to court, and you sit and you wait for your goddamn check. Y'all do it all of the time. So why wouldn't y'all do it for somebody that's discriminating against y'all pay at the workplace? You's a goddamn lie. You see the crab leg that they do? You see the crab leg that they do?
yeah, we're going to fight for it. And we do. But to the extent of a lawsuit, I mean, get a new job.
Don't people sue for discrimination all the time?
Yeah, but also I feel like it's a lot harder
for anybody to then go sue their job due to something that happened, knowing that they're going to go through all the legal fees. They have the possibility of not then winning that case, although they very much would.
That is a crab leg lie because that sexual harassment, workplace discrimination is so serious. There's lawyers, great lawyers that'll see your case for absolutely free just because they know if you right, then they gonna win, and they'll figure that shit out after they win for you. So stop it. Stop the whole cat, bro. Stop the whole cat.
Would have been discriminated against. There's not a high chance that they could win it, and if they do, you get a payout, pays out through the staff, like things like that.
But even a class action lawsuit, I mean, if it was happening as frequently as you hear about it, you would think that companies would be sued all the time.
You would think, but I also don't think a lot of people are going to go through their time.
Right, yo, she's a liar. There's a lie. They are lying because just like this Me Too movement, make it easy to see, monkey do, they would be on it like that. It'll be worldwide. It'll be a worldwide epidemic. Companies getting left and right. Cut it out. Cut it the fuck out.
To sue a company knowing that it might be more repercussions to them in the end due to money and legal fees and all of that.
I also just think it's not talked about enough in the workplace. Like there's a large stigma around discussing your pay with your coworkers, because what if you do make more than them and then they're like, hey, like, why are you getting paid more than me? It's something that you don't generally talk about with your coworkers. Like, oh, by the way, I make this much a year, I make this much per paycheck. It's not something that comes up in workplace conversation.
Can you tell me any jobs where the pay scale for men and women is different?
Not off the top of my head without
I can. Actors. I mean.
All right, what about porn actors? Because if that's the case, then women got that. But they don't never want to talk about that. And they never want to talk about the consumer gap. Let's talk about the consumer gap. Who spend the most money? You know what I mean? Mind you, we spend money on us and we spend money on them. They spend money on them. With our money, with their money. So what happened?
Broad amount of payment, but men are higher paid.
Why are some industries dominated by men and others by women?
Oh. Dang, I don't know.
Why are
this brother is high, yo. This brother is high, and his mind is on vacation. I'm gonna give him that. His mind gotta be on vacation because he don't know a goddamn thing, bro. What do you know, bro? What do you know? Why do you have the mic in your hand if you was gonna not know nothing, bro? Using attention, girl too. I see.
Why are there more female than male strippers and prostitutes, and what does that say about society?
Automate proposals and speed up your deals with PandaDoc.
That sex sells, and the female body is more pleasurable to look at, I guess.
Would it be possible to sell sex if men did not sexually objectify women?
No. That's why I'm not complaining.
I'm not complaining.
If I didn't get objectified, I wouldn't get paid.
Look at you paid. That's how people view women.
Okay. Why don't men complain about female strippers and prostitutes earning more than male ones?
That's a good question.
How much of our economy is driven by men buying things to please and impress women?
Oh, man, it's got to be close to 100%, if not, in the high 90s,
Would you agree that most consumer spending is geared towards women?
Yeah, I think the statistics are right. I think 86% of consumer base is women.
Would you also agree that the media pushes a campaign of fear and consumption by exploiting men's need for female validation?
Yeah, look at dating websites. They're not there to find love. They're there to extract as much resources out of men as possible.
So why is there so much talk about the exploitation of women, but we never talk about this exploitation of men?
It's like the society growing up thing, tough.
Great fucking question, yo. Salute to the brother. It's complicated, man. You ask somebody else that shit right there. This nigga right here, man. I don't know. I ain't got faith in him.
Toughen up, young man, or men don't cry or something like that. It's expected of men to front the bill.
Finally.
And stop saying that. Can we please stop saying that, yo? Just like times has changed, we gotta stop saying that. That was the shit that's the rhetoric that they use for us. We 40, 30 something. I mean, they no longer raising kids like that. They don't tell the boys be strong. Hell no, guys. They been for the last 10 years, 15 years, they've been raising these kids to be bitches, boy, be little punks. And it's okay, it's cool. The bullying campaign, guys, the Me Too movement, like let's cut it out. Let's cut this shit out. Now it's so programmed and brainwashed in us that's the first shit that we want to run to. Oh, because we tell the boys to no nigga, no nigga, that no nigga, no nigga, no nigga. Keep your emotional intelligence cap on. For the past 15 years, that's not how they've been raising the boys. That's how they've been raising the girls. Don't cry, don't cry. Fuck you talking about. That's not how they've been raising the boys. That's how they've been raising the girls.
Why is there so much talk about a gender pay gap, but not a gender spend gap?
I sometimes I believe women want to be men in the sense of that they want the ambition, they want the drive that they have, they want the results, but results aren't given to everybody equally.
How should we determine which jobs are more valuable?
It's about supply and demand when it comes to value, what's valuable. So, it's if it's cracking, if it's a lot of people that want the business, whatever the job is offering, then it should pay more. Like McDonald's, man. I think McDonald's workers should get paid more. They making all them goddamn cheeseburgers, man. Pay them McDonald's workers more money, man.
Women can do more than men can in certain aspects, and men can do more than women can in certain aspects.
So if a man is making more, it's because he's doing a job that I probably can't do.
So can we agree that men and women are different?
Yes.
There you go.
Simple, yo. I like them, yo. I like them. We gonna get them a kudos. We giving them a kudos for that one, yo.
Will you please stop balling up and folding up as though we can't even figure out what it is? It's going to be $1 just laid out in there. It's all right. It won't hurt our feelings. We had to go to Family Dollar and buy iron. To iron out all the dollars because we can't even tell what they are. I work in the trustee ministry and we're trying to go to Golden Corral too. By the time we iron out all the dollars, everything is closed. And we don't even cook on Sunday no more. So just lay it in the plate. It's still going to be $1. Amen. Come on, y'all. Let's just get along. Come on. Help us out. Because we ushers. We ushers. Amen. We're here to serve you. And
What does it mean when somebody says that's a man's job?
I think in society, it's meant to mean that it's like a more macho or.
Here she go with her program feminist playbook ideology. She hesitated. That means the mind gonna skim through the feminist playbook and stop at the chapter that got that answer in it. And anything that doesn't have any question you ask her that ain't in the chapters, they gonna be like, and then they're gonna either attack you or they're gonna blame you for attacking them because it ain't in their book.
Or like laborious job, society-wise.
Okay, what's a woman's job?
A woman's job is anything she wants to be. I mean,
Well, wouldn't a man's job also be anything he wants it to be?
A woman's job is to help a man be a help me. That's a woman's job. See, that's where they going wrong at. See, they don't even know their job. They don't know their job. They know what a man's job is though, but they don't know their job. Yo, you see, when people say when you on them channels and they tell you like girls are dumb and like that's just, that's just a plain black and white way to say it. I mean, they're confused, guys. They're fighting their biological nature with the programmed nature, their programmed nature and their biology. And that's creating the mental illness in our females, guys. So this is why I tell you, know yourself do the self-improvement, make yourself great. You know what I mean? Get rid of that emotional immaturity that you got because you don't want to sacrifice that old ego. Because once you do that, then you'll gain real masculinity. And when you gain real masculinity, you'll be able to be gentle enough to identify those women. You know what I mean? You'll be able to identify the women that you need to spaz on, and you'll be able to identify the women that you just need to correct because they're confused. Do that make sense? Do that make sense, guys? But it start with you. See, you start lashing out and letting women trigger your emotions, then they already know that's an equal sign because, you know, poverty, no poverty. You know what I mean? Hell of a mothers is raising the gender war. The gender war is between hell of a mother raised kids, bro. You know what I mean? From previous generations, and they interchanging. Like, you know what I mean? Your mama's friend raised a hell of a son or a hell of a daughter. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? And those are the guys and the women that we deal with. You know what I mean? So and then on top of that, you know, we all don't want to admit that our mother was hell of a. So she raised a hell of a person too. Those that don't change the laws of their mind and get to the knowledge on themselves, but those that run with this because you know your mom send you through the system, the school system. You know what I mean? No dad to correct you, so you end up indoctrinated with this playbook that she reading from. You know what I mean? This the shit you believe. It's niggas that believe this shit too.
Be them?
In the same respect, yeah.
Hard work, labor, out and open.
What's a woman's job?
Cook, clean, and make sure the house is good.
Do you think most women want to do those jobs today?
They should.
But do they want to?
Probably not.
So why are men still expected to be what women want if women are no longer encouraged to be what men want?
It's the world we live in.
Isn't that a world of double standards?
It is.
Mechanics.
And that's the world that God told us do not conform to. But would you look at this shit? She ain't got no neck, yo. I mean, she ain't got no collarbone at all. Ain't got a collarbone at all, bro. And she's sitting there leaning on the gate when she should be standing up, walking.
Getting your hands dirty, moving labor, driving trucks. The list could go on and on.
Why are women more concerned with the ratio of male to female CEOs as opposed to the ratio of lower paid, dangerous, dirty jobs done mostly by men?
I think because women who want to start their own business or want to be their own CEO are frowned upon because it's looked at that's a man's job, not a woman's job.
It's on the tip of my brain. It's like they don't even acknowledge that as something that makes the world go round. We're in Las Vegas. Men built all of these skyscrapers, roads. You know, there's probably some women in there, but yeah, they're just invisible to that.
Yeah, you're standing in front of the Eiffel Tower. That was built by a man, probably. Would you rather have a high-profile job for no pay or clean sewers for $100,000 a year?
I struggle with the smell of poo. So
Yo, she wasn't even going to answer that. She just went straight to, I struggle with the smell of poop. Yeah. Yo, salute to E. Taylor 704. No cap, my guy. No cap, no flex. He said, stopping by to show my young BX brother some love. Keep teaching. No doubt, my guys. Thanks for the $5 super chat, man. Much love and appreciation, man. You already know, OG. Thanks. Wow, this girl's crazy, man. That was funny right there.
I think a high-profile job with no pay, because when you think about it, it would come with incentives.
You can pay your mortgage there.
I guess there's pros to both of them, but to give you a flat out answer, I would prefer to have the high profile job without pay, because if I was high profile, I'd market myself to be sponsored by some company and just keep working at it and get money, get paid, do more with that platform I have.
I'm clean.
Yeah, you saw how he tricked them and he worded the question to get them to say what they really supposed to be doing, that's what women are supposed to be doing, bro. They're not supposed to be breaking their neck, bro. They supposed to be maintaining their temples. You know what I mean? So that that's their profile. That's what makes them their value. That's what make a woman high value. You know what I mean? Her temples. And as long as they're maintaining that, they're gonna be great. They're gonna be well taken care of. So why are they breaking their back and breaking their neck? It's in the book. It's in the basic instructions before leaving Earth. We are not the same. You know what I mean? What's in that biblical book for us is different from what's in it for y'all. But if you follow it and we follow it together as one, we make a great couple. Black love. But you know what I mean? For some weird reason, you know what I mean? We could get the fellas that are tolerated. The fellas that will at least tolerate the scriptures and the truth, that hardcore truth. That's why we growing the way we growing, good breads, because we ain't conforming with what everybody doing. I don't give a fuck how unpopular mentioning God and mentioning the Bible is, and the fact that I'm going to still be me. I curse, bro. I express this how I express what I need to express. You know what I mean? Keep in mind, though, soon it's going to be coming to an end because I have my 6th grade teacher. We're going to do a video together. You know what I mean? And I know right about now, I got a special and a unique bunch. My audience is unique. I don't think I need to be cursing for y'all. Like, you know what I mean? That shit was cool and I attracted y'all with it. And I know when to turn it on and turn it off. But I don't think I need to be cursing for y'all. I think I'm more deadlier being sarcastic. You know what I mean? So we gonna talk about it though. You know what I mean? I'm here for y'all. So however y'all want me to roll is however y'all want me to roll. Ain't nobody gonna change me. I'm gonna do what I want to do because it's working. You know what I mean? And the minute you let a motherfucker change you to be liked is the minute you go down. All right, guys, remember, pay the cost of criticism. That's the cost of entry. Pay it and be done with it and go on and win. Trust me.
In the sewers for 100K, man. Ain't no shame in my game.
I'm cleaning sewers. There's no question about it.
Why?
More money.
Clean the sewers. I'm just going in my head. No, I'm going to clean the sewers for $100,000 a year.
Or clean sewers for $100,000 a year.
I'd rather to first one.
Okay, so wouldn't that explain why you're paid less?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to do.
Because I really don't want to do that.
Absolutely, because your biology, the shit that your creator, God, because God created you, right? You just still believe in that, right? Do we all believe in that? Can we all agree in that? Since God created you, you know what I mean? That is your biology, your natural biology, you know what I mean? The nature, you're fighting that. That's why I tell you guys, stop engaging with them. You ain't got to be bitter towards them. You ain't got to be mad at them, bro. They fighting the whole battle. They fighting the whole battle, and they try to take their frustration out on the dummy that engage with them. Stop engaging with them and leave them to fight their demons, bro. They fighting demons, bro. Why you want to be the nigga that helped them fight demons, bro? The demon ain't after you. And here you go engaging, fucking with the demon so it could jump on your back. And then you be looking in the mirror, running to these channels, talking about, she made me fall off. No, nigga, she ain't make you fall off. The shit jumped on. It jumped on your back. Because you want to engage with her, man. Go MGTOW, guys. I tell you, MGTOW is not what y'all think it is. Y'all done let these red pill, these fruit punch pill channels fuck your head up with the MGTOW shit. You know what I mean? Following the white man. We hate the white man, but we follow his shit. We follow whatever he say. Remember, MGTOW, guys, is Romans 12:2. Do not conform with the ways of this world. Go the other way and let God show you the will. That's what that means. Go look it up. Now, I mean, that's MGTOW right there. Everything in this red pill space is biblical. All right? Everything in this red pill space can be traced back to the scriptures and biblical facts in the Bible. That's our teaching. That's our Black history. All right? If you don't know, now you know, like how Biggie said. But let's get on into the main event and let's debunk this shit with this magnificent list. And you know I'm going to go to the most quality of quality information, because this the information that the white man don't want us to have. And I need my peoples to do it with me, because you know how we do. It's a total team effort over here. So I'm gonna definitely drop the link. Please, y'all, if you come on to the channel, if you come on to the panel, have your mic, have your audio correct, y'all guys, so that when I replay these videos, I ain't got to do much editing and shit. Don't come on over here with the Crackberry phone connection and all that. Know what I mean, come on here right, man. Come on here right. Know what I mean? But we definitely gonna break this down, guys. 15 reasons why women make less than men. All right, so y'all strap up, put your seatbelt on, and breathe. Those are my ladies. Breathe. You can learn a lot from this video, man. Don't, you know what I mean? Do the opposite. Do the opposite. You know what I mean? That's what I say. Don't be so offended by my content. Because my content is so educational. If you do the reverse, or if you share it with your son, you're gonna be them, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be a queen. You're gonna be a queen. My guy T.O. T.O., what's going on, T.O.? It's going crazy. It's going down out here tonight, right?
Yeah, you know what it is, man. It's the son of the father that that's been taught to become the father of the lower sons of this lower realm.
No doubt, bro. No doubt. It's the rain. Like it's the rain. It's the thunder.
I'm Elijah.
It's going down tonight, yo.
You know who Elijah is, right, Abe?
Yeah, I know who. Man, stop
we
playing with me.
We exist at the same time, like on a spiritual level, like in the ether, in the astral planes and all that. Me and you exist at the same time. You're Elijah, and I am Abraham. I mean, you're Abraham, and I'm Elijah, man. I'm getting the shit mixed up because as above, so below. So sometimes, yeah, I got it mixed up because you're looking into a mirror, a reflection of the of higher dimensions. That everything that's happening here, that's what that's what time is. Like, it takes time for what has happened already to up there to happen down here. It's happened already somewhere, and it's just playing out here.
That's a
You
fact,
understand?
bro. I understand you, bro. I understand everything you just said, bro. No cap, no cap, no flex, bro.
Yeah, I'm Elijah. I'm the prophet. Like you Abraham. You're the patriarch. You're the godfather. Like Michael Corleone, like Mark Corleone pops. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it though. That's it though. I'm the father of the faith. And yo, T.O., we had a great ass time in the chat last night at Anthony Spade.
Oh no, that was
reaction.
that wasn't last night. That was like Friday.
Word? Oh shit, I'm all fucked up in the week and
Yeah,
the
that was
days of the
Friday.
week. But yeah, we had a good old time, man. We had a good old time. Great time, bro. Much love. And he showed so much respect and love and appreciation to the school, to what we doing over here. You know
No,
what I
he was
mean?
fucking with you heavy. He was bigging you up heavy, and you know what? Yeah, I never got so much love on his shit before, and I think the reason why he was paying because I was asking good questions, and he was honing in on my questions that I was putting in the live, and when I asked him about the economic what was it? Well, I asked him about the economic socio-political condition of the modern human diaspora, the human condition of the diaspora over here. That nigga went off, bro.
Yo, listen, bro. That's my silent mentor.
I think
bro.
I think he changed the whole topic of the show for a minute. But I knew I did that, and I was like, damn, I was trying to like change the topic in the chat. I'm like, damn, bro, this nigga going off. Because I think I sparked something, nigga. Like, damn, sometimes I say some shit and I do it on purpose because
you see the type. But hold on, Till, you see the type of shit they be asking him over there, though, son. So when he get a good question, know what I mean, he get a chance to really go off. Know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's what he do. That when he go live, that's what he be trying to do, because we all trying to help.
That's a fact, bro. I'm just glad that he's still one of the few that does the self-improvement, self-development, personal growth, and development, bro. You can learn a lot from that, man. Yo, TL,
Right now you and Dirty running that, man.
Let's get it.
Especially like y'all going different routes. And and the other day on Dirty Show, we was talking about you. You wasn't there. It was late night, but we was talking about you, and I was like, "Yo, Brad found his niche. He found his niche." Like,
Yeah.
and you gotta respect it, and you go in your lane because. And I was telling Dirty because you like I don't think Dirty realize. I'm gonna be honest. I think Dirty don't realize yet that y'all are public figures now. Like
Yeah.
you might not be a celebrity,
Right.
but you're a public figure. YouTube is like the new TV.
It's a fact.
Kids,
Facts.
like people tune into y'all. You run a show, and people tune into you. Like you have an audience. You have
That's a fact.
fans. You see what I'm
Fact.
saying?
Salute to
And
y'all.
you have to be
Salute to y'all.
responsible, just like I'm a father, my nigga. It's just like you're a father too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I know Dirty folks don't got no kids, so that's why I think he don't get it. You have to be responsible for the motherfuckers who look up to you.
Yo, any of the moderators in the chat, and guys, those of you that want to wrench, at the end of this video, comment in the regular comment section so I could throw you the wrench. But any of the moderators, throw Dirty's link in the chat, guys. Somebody want
Already
to check
threw it.
out Dirty Chat. It's already
Already
there.
put it. Yeah, already put it.
All right, good looking. Aviator
Ezekiel
views, man.
ear. And you know that Ezekiel ear.
That's what's up, my guy. Let's go. Yo, let's cook this joint. Let's cook this.
That's aviated. That's aviated.
Yeah, that's aviated views
Yo,
right
what's
there.
up, man? I was just, hey, what's up, bro?
Yo,
Bro,
let's go
Yeah,
ahead and cook
I
this
was
girl Rachel,
man.
man.
Y'all just leave us like that, bro.
No, my phone died again, bro. I had to run out, so I couldn't come back on. I had to run out. Then it started thunderstorming out here, and
Yeah,
I had to
man,
run.
that's
Man,
weird.
I had to run back in the crib. And man, look, bro.
It's a weird thunderstorm out there, bro.
Yeah, it's nasty
Yo, this
work
shit
out here.
looking like
Oh, that's right. We got the
motherfucking.
New York connection. We got the New York connection on the panel tonight. Yeah, let's finish putting the last nail in on the coffin to this wage
shit came out of
gender
nowhere.
wage gap shit. Let's wrap this up, man. Let's get it.
Mostly because we will provide you with facts and not the type of narrative that goes well with your feelings. In the last couple of years, a strong feminist movement has begun spreading more and more narratives, some of them kind of false without looking at the data. The truth is, there's no gender gap in terms of money. Women do not get paid less than men do for doing the same job. That's not how the economy works. That said, there are several differences about the choices women make versus men, which are only visible if you look at the large
Yes.
population level.
That's it.
The most
That's a whole fact, y'all. And like I said, ladies, breathe. Those of y'all breathe. You know what I mean? Breathe. You can learn a lot.
We
These
don't
are
do the same
facts.
job. Women don't build bridges and skyscrapers and highways.
common
Women
saying
don't build rocket
that
ships
women
and
make
planes.
77 cents for every dollar a man makes, which is actually false. In order to get that number, they totaled the amount of money all women in the United States made in 1 year and all the money men made, and they compared the two amounts. Turns out the total amount for men was greater than the total amount of females, and they ran with it. What this way too simplistic comparison fails to take into account are the following.
Yo, I'm gonna play that back because I need y'all to hear that. That's key right there. That's how the feminist movement try to run with some bullshit, guys. These are the facts. Remember, breathe, y'all. Breathe. Take it easy.
Make 77 cents for every dollar a man makes, which is actually false. In order to get that number, they totaled the amount of money all women in the United States made in 1 year and all the money men made, and they compared the two amounts. Turns out the total amount for men was greater than the total amount of females, and they ran with it. What this way too simplistic comparison fails to take into account are the following: the number of hours worked, specialization, overtime, leisure time, and more. We've put together this list in order to prove, based on statistical data, that women earn less money than men on average because they have different priorities than their male counterparts, and in most cases, they choose to do so. We also can't forget that.
And that's a fact, guys. Remember, I told y'all a long time ago that we play the game different. We play the game of life different. Men play the game to set high scores and score, you know what I mean, and score points and have the high score and, you know what I mean, look at the score and shit. Women, they play the game to spin the points. You know what I mean? At the end of every quarter, the woman trying to spin the points she made and accumulated for each quarter. Whereas we ain't spending shit until the game is over. And even then, we might not spend until after the end of the season. You know what I mean? That's not how women play the game of life, guys. I told y'all a lot of women play the game of life like how they play Monopoly. they just playing to go around the board and collect $200. You know what I mean? So it's a big difference in the way we play the game. And that's, again, why we're not equal. And again, we have two different tasks. When your ass ate that apple, sis, we was given two different tasks, two different punishments. And you can look over your shoulder at our punishment all you want, but you ain't getting no credit for that. Sis, he's not giving you no credit for that, you know what I mean? So he got your ass doing a math quiz, but you putting science answers on the fucking paper, and you want credit for your science answers when you supposed to be taking a math quiz. That's your ass, Mrs. Postman.
That our society is structured in a way where this has always been the norm, and it's up to strong and powerful women to shatter that norm to pieces. On first glance, you might be offended by this video, but if you're a strong woman, you'll look through this list to see if you can identify gaps in your strategy. And if your main goal is to increase the amount of money you're being paid, all you have to do is make sure you don't fall into any of these traps. This video will also be beneficial to men who struggle to increase their salary or to look to generate more money. If you're new here, we'll not be holding back any punches. We've based this video on multiple studies and data we could find from universities.
Again, guys, breathe. We ain't holding back no punches, yo. We live and direct, and I know y'all don't like my voice. Y'all don't like men telling y'all nothing, so I had to recruit my girl, Alux, who's a female, and I mean, so y'all know.
Which tries to break down this issue. Here are 15 reasons why women earn less than men, and watch until the end if you want to find out what you can do about it. Number 1. Women typically specialize in fields that pay less than men do. This is pretty straightforward. The economy works based on the laws of supply and demand. The industries where there is more of a demand will pay better than others. For example, Georgetown University did a study on the highest and lowest paying majors that students specialize in. The 5 highest paying were in this order. Number 1, petroleum engineering, 87% male. 2, pharmaceutical sciences, 52% female. 3, mathematics and computer science, 67% male. 4, aerospace engineering, 88% male. 5, chemical engineering, 72% male.
Guys, those are the facts right there. See, I made the screen a little wider so that you can screenshot it. You know what I mean? So you ain't even got to argue with no dummy ever again. You ain't ever got to argue this bullshit with no dummy ever again. So you guys screenshot that. You know what I mean? We going to keep it moving. Yo, fellas on the panel, y'all got anything y'all want to add to what we seen so far? T.O., Aviator Views?
Whoa. Like this is this is proof that women think that they're actually taking most of the job, but that's not really true. And this prove also that men and women have different tastes, have different, decision choices of work.
Yep.
Because we men like to work with physical stuff, while women are more adept at memorization and communication and talking, with other people.
That's a fact. That's a fact. T.O., what's goody, bro? You got anything you want to add?
Aviator actually just he just hit the nail on the he just hit the hammer on the head of the nail with that statement he just made. I'm gonna just piggyback off of that. I'm gonna add to what Aviator. I'm gonna just build off of that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't got no argument. I don't got no rebuttal. I'm gonna just add and build. I was saying before, like women never built bridges and skyscrapers and rocket ships. They were never in on any of that action. Bitches wasn't there when niggas was making the atomic bomb. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
Boys just play different.
That's a fact.
And I think that's what Aviator was just saying. That's just like the elite way of making that point.
But all right, let's get back.
Do you agree, Aviator?
Hold on. You
Yeah, I
agree?
agree, bro. Yeah, I agree, bro.
Yeah, I
Facts.
was just adding on to what you already put. Like, you know what I mean? You put the basics and the bases out there, and then I just threw that, you know what I'm saying, that special ops training. I came with that, and
You
you know
know,
what I mean?
yeah, we think alike, bro. Our brain are connected, man. It's Elijah, Abraham, and Ezekiel, bro.
Let's get it.
You know?
What's important to notice here is that out of the 5 highest paying majors, women only outrepresent men in 1 of 5, and even there, it's just by a very small percentage. The same study looked at the 5 worst paying college majors as follows: 1. Counseling and psychology, 74% female. 2. Early childhood education, 97% female. 3. Theology and religious vocations, 66% male. 4. Human services and community organization, 81% female. 5. Social work, 88.
Guys, we bringing the facts today. We bringing the facts. We bringing the facts. That's it. That's all. It's no gray area. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Welcome to the School of Common Sense, where we don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, feelings, or emotions.
8% female. The worst paying college majors are dominated by women in all but one category, even if they go for the same profession.
And that's absolutely a great point, my guy E Taylor 704. Those are all the things they do. That's their biological task. Those are all the things that make up the God-given abilities God invested in them for them to take care of their kids while they're here. But they have a problem with that. Shit don't make no sense. Make it make sense.
Profession. Let's take, for example, nurses. The males tend to gravitate more toward the better paying specializations and work longer hours on average than women. Number 2. Women enter the workforce later than men. On average, there's a 1.4-year gap between the time men get their first job, usually a low paying one, than women to begin with. This translates into more work experience, which correlates to higher paying wages in the future. This is also called the parenting bias, because parents are usually more protective of their daughters than they are of their sons. Number 3. Women work on average fewer hours than men. A 2015 study showed that on average, between employed men and women, the men worked 14 hours more per month than women do. That's an average of 40-ish minutes per day billed extra by the men. Men are also more willing to work longer hours without advance notice, which women usually stay away from.
Now, that's her whole fact. Hold on, let me get my guys on to this, because I know we all been in the workplace and we all seen it with our own eyes. We seen women that want to leave or that complain and that argue and that don't come on time. You know what I mean? Never on time. Don't want to stay. You know what I mean? Leave when they finish working. These are all the reasons why they end up with the short end of the stick when it comes to this wage shit. And then they want to mix in they lays when you tally all these numbers up of what men and women make. They want to mix in they lays with the hours of the women that do put in that time and do put in that work. You know what I mean? And when it total up, that man wins. Now they want to talk about like if they getting shamed and shit. Like who's a dummy? Like who is a dummy?
Well, we already know the answer to that question, bro.
Absolutely, bro.
You said it. I mean, you asked a rhetorical question.
Facts. I mean, it's at this point, it's all rhetorical. If you really look at it, it's all rhetorical at this point.
Yeah, well, that's if you choose to engage in they playing field. If you if you get on they playing field, then that's what it is. But if you keep your peace of mind stable, you keep your stability, your sanity, your logical, your ability to think clear. Like if you keep that shit intact, man, if you stay disciplined, and master your mental jujitsu, like Professor be talking about, man. You gonna be straight, gang. This shit ain't. Look, look, man. The more complicated you make it, the more difficult it's gonna get for you, man. Because God made it simple. The truth, the higher power, the God, man, made it. This shit simple.
It's simple. People complicate it. People complicate common
Yeah.
sense. And E. Taylor raised another good point. He pulled it. He caught another good fact, which is true. And I know that to be true, guys, because they protect the women, they protect the girls. You know what I mean? And nowadays, the dads, back in the days, the dads used to marry the women, the daughters off. So the daughters wasn't never out there into the world. And nowadays, the daughter, she gets to sleep on mama couch a little way longer than the son do. You know what I mean? So, and that means the man, we hit the workplace earlier. Like she said, we hit the workforce earlier, so we getting all that experience on our resume before women is even, and they take their lazy ass on out there. I mean, and then 9 times out of 10, they only going out there because now they done put themselves in a hole because they done had a baby now. You see what I mean? So you gotta do the statistics on the women that they first job is also their first parenthood, their first motherhood. You know what I mean? That's a struggle right there. Think
Well,
about it.
all right. Well,
Because now
it's a choice. It still boils down to choice. I'm trying to look. I know the word I want. I know what I'm trying to say, but all right.
Yeah, I know.
Like initial, like, you know, cause and effect, like choice, man. Like
karma.
Look, man. No, karma comes after. It's what causes karma.
Oh, okay, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but I'm trying to. I can't think of the word right now, man. But
Consequence.
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Like consequent. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
No, all you thinking about I'm talking about per.
Oh, the premeditation.
Premeditation.
No, well, premeditation comes before the action. But I'm trying to think about the word of when motherfuckers just be doing fuck shit. The spiritual
okay.
word. It's a word, man. I just can't get
It's
the
gonna
tip of my
come back.
tongue. I just can't say it.
It's gonna come back
gonna
to you,
fall
bro.
out.
It's gonna come back.
It's gonna come back.
These tiny bits of info add up, and you'll see as we progress through the list that if you go through it and account for all of them, there basically is no pay gap because of gender. Number 4, women are typically less competitive than men. A study done at Stanford University shows that women have different attitudes than men toward competition, risk, and altruism. On average, women want to be liked more than they do to win. The interesting findings of
And I told you about that like shit. That like shit. If you the sacrifice is gonna be: do you want to be liked or do you want to be successful? And you
But women are
understand why the
physically
people
weak, bro.
Do you understand why the people that want to be liked can't win? Do you know how hard it is to try to be liked by everybody, bro? You know how you're not controlling your thoughts, you're not controlling your actions, you're not controlling your moves when you're trying to be liked by everybody, bro. It's crazy.
Hey, yo, bread.
Yeah.
Before you put the video back on, but I'm gonna add to that. Women are physically weaker than men. They just with all of this shit that's going on nowadays, they act like that's not the fact of the matter. Women forget factors. Factors is not playing into their psychological like apparatus now. So these bitches think because they can call the cops on you or they could call you know what I mean, a simp on you. They think they have like a certain type of physical, you know, what a man knows he has without knowing, like I could do this by myself type shit.
Right. They have that spirit, they have that aura.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Of that.
It's math,
Right.
but the thing
like
is
they know how to use leverage now.
They using leverage against our physical dominance.
Right. They just maxed out on their, because they got manipulation. That's their
Yes.
God-given superpower. Our God-given superpower is strength. You know what I mean? And in that strength, we're supposed to be able to fight
Mental
the
strength
manipulation.
And
and
logic.
physical strength.
And we have logic too. We're
Yeah,
stronger and smarter.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's different. That's a separate superpower. Like that's one of our little. That'd be like one of our side.
Yeah.
That like
They
this.
just
If
they're just more
strength is our
intuitive.
finishing move. Put it like that. Strength is our finishing move, and that
Yeah,
other
we
shit
can
is
kill
our side.
everything in the way.
The way I
Everything in the
understand,
way gotta go. Hulk.
the way I
Smash.
understand,
But
the way
but
I
that
understand things is that like we're like women on a evil
They don't get it though,
evolution,
man. I know what you're trying to say. They don't
like
get it, my nigga.
like on an evolution standpoint, it's like they're more adept to on memorization because they have always been sitting in one place with other people and
That
yeah,
shit
they're
cooking
don't
and
broke.
mean nothing,
Yeah,
my
man. Yeah,
nigga.
yeah.
If I
They gotta
kill
be
like
them
we in the
all,
wild, bro.
what does that matter? If I kill them all,
Right, yo.
But we have to
I agree with
replace.
you saying. I agree with you saying. AV out of views, yo. You know what I mean? That shit. We just not equal, bro. We not equal at
We're
all.
not.
We not down to sight, vision. Like women see colors. They see an array of colors. We key in on black and white. You know what I mean? We already know that we could hold more liquor. We can intake more liquor than them. They got enzymes that make it impossible for them to outdrink us.
Yep.
Although there are some liquor mouth chicks that'll outdrink you, boy, them bitches is dangerous. But let's get back to the video. You know what I mean? Word.
The study showed that when women were forced to compete, they actually won the experiment the same amount of times as men did. So we're dealing here with a choice of whether or not to compete and not with a biological lack of skill. Number 5, women ask for less money when getting a new job than men do. Another thing to consider is the willingness to accept anything that is put on the table for the first job. Women are more open to securing a position.
And that's a fact, being thirsty. Being thirsty. You know what I mean? Just so that you can get to a bag, so you can go right into the stunting race, so you can go into the consumerism Olympics. You know what I mean? Y'all be settling for little shit. Y'all be settling for everything. Stupid deals. You know what I mean? Y'all set yourself up being thirsty. Know what y'all gotta do. Know what y'all wanna do. You know what I mean? Don't just be happy with anything.
Than men, while men would postpone accepting a position in favor of shopping around for alternatives with better pay. Women accept the current terms with the idea that they'll prove themselves over time. This leads to a big percentage gap between men and women when it comes to their first salary, usually taking women up to 3 years to catch up. Men tend to negotiate their starting salaries more aggressively, and a study showed that on average, among highly educated men with the same specialization, they earned up to $4,000 more than women in their first position. Going back to women typically wanting to be liked rather than to win, some might shy away from standing their ground in negotiations and demanding their worth. But if you want to make up the difference, that's what you got to do. Number 6, women are less likely to ask for a raise than men. Men are 4 times more likely to ask for a raise. On average, women like to wait to be offered a salary increase instead of asking for one beforehand. Even if they do ask for them, women are 25% less likely to get a raise than men do because of their willingness to risk losing the job. Women often see pay raise negotiations as difficult and usually don't want to be seen as aggressive. However, being aggressive and knowing what you're worth is actually the solution to the problem. Number 7, women typically don't.
Hold on, now I can't even gloss over that one. That was an important one because it's dead true, yo. If you don't open your mouth, and y'all gotta open your mouth, because y'all be surprised how many times a dude to get a raise and he ain't even skillful. It's just he opened his mouth. You know what I mean? This happened with all types of people, not just men and women. The person that's more objective, open their mouth, like, look, why you think all the Lilith bitches is winning right now? For my real sisters. For my real sisters, why you think all the Lilith bitches and the Jezebel bitches is winning right now? Because they expressive. They opening their mouth. Even if what they saying is crab leg and a whole lie, and detriment you to the future of our next generation, they're opening their mouth and they're getting rewarded. So come on, you gotta open your mouth.
Don't prioritize earnings as high as men do. A 2015 study on female physicians showed that women are prioritizing collegiality and control over personal time rather than substantial pay and are on average less interested in advancing in the corporate world than men. Typically, by nature, women care more about family, relationships, and the relationships they have with coworkers than men do, if you analyze them from a macro perspective. It's weird to say this, but men care less about friendships than women do, and this translates to higher pay and a willingness to be unliked by your team if it would further your bottom line. Number 8. Women typically vacation more than men do. Women take a vacation on average every 10.
That's a fact, yo. They ain't make hot girl summer for no reason, bro. These chicks is always vacationing. Guys, y'all want to add something to that? Because I know y'all been on spots where they have been vacationing like a motherfucker, yo. Yo?
I've paid for bitches, man, to go have a good time, man, because I'm a nice fucking guy, man. Look at me. I'm a nice guy. Yo, man. Look, man. Look. But you know what it leads to? For the young brothers out there, man, and anybody out there that don't know shit, listen to a real OG, man. It's going to lead to heartbreak, conflict, future problems. Vanity, throw that shit in the garbage, man. Live a life for righteousness, man. But what they say, man, like, look, man, it's fun. It's great. Good fucking times, man. Yo, you don't want to see some of, man, look, great times, man. I'm telling you, I don't regret most of that shit. But it's better things in life. Anybody else got anything to say, man? I'm gonna just leave the mic open, man. Aviator, hit him.
Yeah, like you said, bro. You said most of the things, man. It's to be righteous. It's to have the fear of God, you know. It's to do things that will benefit your future. It's to always think about the future. Always think about every move that you make. How it affects your future. How it affect 10 years and 15 years later. If you marry the wrong girl, or you start making the wrong relationship, they might come back to bite you in the ass. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
You know, and it's all about your choice, it's all about your decision, and it's all about reading people. You know,
yep.
It's like seeing a person for 1 month is not enough to truly know the person, because you have to get adapted to the person. That's why sometimes there's people in the field of work. They meet at the field of work. They meet at school, and these people, a relationship can work for them, but sometimes there's people who meet in the street and they think that their relationship is gonna work while they don't know anything about each other.
That's a fact.
They're signing up for failure. So what I recommend people to do is to always make decision while thinking about the future and while thinking about what you want to do in life. Having a purpose. The first thing and most important thing is having a purpose. If you have a purpose, your purpose will guide you in your life. It will be your guide.
Facts.
10 months, while men every 12 months. It seems that while men play the game for the high score, women are more interested in the benefits and the rewards the game has to offer. Actually, this is one of those situations where women really got it right. Life is about experiences, not just getting as much money as possible in the bank account. But this does add to the perceived difference in earnings. Number 9, women are more likely to leave work to take care of family. It boils down to priorities once again. Family is more important to women than men, and their approach is slightly different when it comes to.
Now that's a goddamn lie, Lux. we don't disagree much, but nope.
to providing for them. While men typically think that providing security and resources to the group is the most important item on the list, women place attention at the top. Number 10. After the first child is
You made up for it with that one because they damn sure do put attention at the top. They damn sure put attention.
the most important item on the list, women place attention at the top. Number 10. After the first child is born, women scale back on work more than men do. Typically, after having the first child, women are more likely to shift from a full-time job to a part-time job than men do. A study at the University of Massachusetts found that the average man earns a pay bump of more than 6% when he becomes a father. Conversely, they found that women's earnings decreased by 4% for every child they had. This again has to do with the choice of being actively involved and what each of the parties think is more important for the child's life. While men will provide security, women will provide attention. Number 11. On the same note, women choose to dedicate more time than men to the child after they're born. We live
And that's a false statement right there. But I see what you're
That's
saying.
false. That's when
Yeah.
they're a baby.
Right. They don't do that. They should do that. What they do is they then turn their baby into property and they start using it as property and shit, trying to get gains for it, means of gains for the shit so that they could be lazy. That's what they doing. You know what I mean? So then they go to the public assistance and now they put a salary cap on them and now they fuck.
live in a society where women, after giving birth, typically choose to dedicate themselves more to the child than men do, as follows: managing kids' schedule, taking care of them when they're sick, and household chores. In 47% of the cases, women do more. In only 6% of the cases, men do more. And in around 47% of those cases, they share the burden equally. Number 12. Women retire on average earlier than men do from the workforce. 50 years ago, women retired on average.
I'll take a little pause. Like I said, breathe, yo. These are just the facts. Salute to my guy, burn out my retinas. Salute, my guy. Welcome back to class. Word. Breathe, ladies. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You know what I mean, these are the facts. 15 of them. Like I said, no one has ever compiled a list of 15 debunks for this topic quite like this one.
15 years earlier than men did. This gap has been narrowing ever since, but even today, women on average retire 2.2 years earlier than their male counterparts. This is just yet another overlooked element that contributes to why men will earn more money in their lifetime than women. Number 13. Women typically work less dangerous jobs. Despite the fact that women make up for half of the labor force, men are 11 times more likely to die doing their jobs. And this statistic does
That's
not
what I've been
include
talking about whole time.
men are overly dominant.
What you said, that's what you was getting at the whole, that was one of your talking points, right?
Well, yeah, that's what. Well, I didn't mean to interrupt your your presentation, but yes, that a while ago, that's really what I was trying to get at.
No, that's
I think
important
you
though,
got
Till,
it,
because
but
a lot of people talk about this particular one, and this is 13 out of
I feel
15.
strongly about this shit, Brett, because girls don't realize, like I was saying, I said girls and boys play different games, man. Like, but nowadays it just seems that these girls, they want to compete. No, I don't think that's what they want. They want dick. They want strong dick, right? But what has been happening is that the sexualization of the look, man. This shit just goes deep, man. Just keep your show going, bro. We're gonna get to this. We gonna pack it out, man. We're gonna unpack it. Keep your show going, big bro.
Dominating workplaces where human life could be in danger, and this translates to higher pay as well. Number 14. In the US, for example, the state doesn't offer paid maternity leave. To the best of our knowledge, here are the only countries in the world who don't offer paid maternity leave: Swaziland, Lesotho, Papua New Guinea, and the United States of America. Since women are the child bearers and choose to actively take care of the child after it's born, they are directly impacted by this legislation from a financial perspective. The rest of the world has figured this out, but the US still has some catching up to do. Number 15. Gender discrimination is still a real thing, but it happens when women are in charge as well. A study shows that women are more likely to hire other women than men are. This type of discrimination.
Do you hear that bullshit, guys? We're gonna play that back. We're gonna play that back. Because that's a fact. That's a whole fact. Did you know that?
The rest of the world has figured this out, but the US still has some catching up to do. Number 15. Gender discrimination is still a real thing, but it happens when women are in charge as well. A study shows that women are more likely to hire other women than men are. This type of discrimination is actually quite even out between the two genders, and you need to be aware of this if you're entering the workforce. The truth is, women are as able, as intelligent, and emotionally ready to earn as much as men do. However, there is a difference in priorities and what, on a large scale, each gender would like to achieve. And you know, this is meant to be a conversation, Aluxers. Why do you think, on average, women earn less than men? Is it even true? Let us know in the comments. As a reward for watching with us until the end, here's your bonus fact. Number 16. The more agreeable you are, the less you're likely to earn. This applies to both men and women, and we'd like to reference Jordan Peterson for his extensive research on this. You might know him from the interview he did on Channel 4. If you haven't seen the full thing, go watch it. A society should strive for the equality of opportunity, not the equality of outcome. You should be given the same chance to compete, but we're not going to bend the rules so you get an unfair advantage. Just to see who's been watching till the end, please write opportunity in the comments. And as always, we'll try to reply to as many comments as possible.
That's a fact, and that's a wrap, guys. That's 15 cold, hard truths about this gender wage gap. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Miss Rachel McDowell. Facts. T.O., go on and wrap us up, man. Go on and wrap the show up, man. We getting on out of here. It's been 2 hours of greatness, goodness. Wrap us up, man.
T.O., can't hear you, bro.
Oh, hold on. I got it. Let me unmute him.
I got it.
You got it.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna try to do it like Dirty Folks or one of them great niggas, man. Like you or one of y'all guys, man. I'm gonna wrap it up, man. As long as I'm here, man, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say it from my balls, man. From my heart. I'm gonna let testosterone speak. I'm gonna let the masculine principles speak, man. On this platform with the powers vested in me, with the power vested in me, man. And if anybody listening, this is what I gotta say, man. In response to this, man. Man, fuck you, who you fuck with and who you fuck with too. I could fight, nigga. I still know Kung Fu. I ain't over the hill yet. Who won it? I'm here. But other than that, man, it's all love, man. You know what I'm saying? I love the I love the girls. I even love the old chicks that kept it together, man. That you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But other than that, man, Goodbread is the homie. If anybody got a problem with him, if he called me, I'm pulling up. And if I pull up,
we pulling up.
Bro, I don't know you. But
Salute
yo,
y'all,
man,
Salute
like I know,
y'all.
Goodbread know what the fuck, man. What's up, man? Like, nigga, I'm coming through, bro. And I got peoples in your hood too, nigga. I'm gonna get some of them involved too, nigga. And you know we too old for this shit. So when niggas coming through, we gonna be some grumpy old men.
Yeah,
niggas don't gonna be these young niggas out here that got something to prove.
We coming through.
You gonna hold me after that.
We coming through with the they done woke us out our sleep energy.
Yeah, you poke the sleeping bear, nigga. You unleash the dragon on motherfuckers.
Yo, anything else you want to add though before we go on and wrap this thing up?
Keep your eyes open. Yo, you got 2 eyes, 2 ears, and 1 mouth, and 2 nostrils for a reason, man. Peep, hear, and smell more than you talk, man. Act smart, man. Yo, and another thing. The truth is this, man. This is a secret to some game, man. Yo, a smart motherfucker could play the fool, but a fool could never play wise, man.
Good shit, bro. Yo,
Respect.
aviator views, bro. Wrap it on
Yeah.
up, man. Wrap it on up.
Like Tola said, Tola talk his talk, man. You know, like I've been watching this show for like 3 months and I've been enjoying myself, man. I've been learning so much, man. And I gotta tell you, Mr. Goodbread, like you one of the smartest dude, man, I know, bro.
Thank you,
You
bro.
know what I'm saying, bro? Like you always reading something. When I hit you up on Facebook, you always reading something or you're always doing something. You ain't not at work, bro. Yeah, man. Like I appreciate all the hard work you do, man. And it's an honor for me to be in this panel because I know, man, you're gonna blow up, bro. This panel's gonna blow up. It's facts. Because we got we got the move, we got the talk, we got the bomb, we got the ideas. We're not playing around. We giving people good information. We educating, bro. No ignorant bullshit,
That's a fact, bro. I appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, yo, I'm nothing without the Goodbread gang, without Team Goodbread, bro. The Spread Squad, all the shit that we go by, yo. I'm nothing without y'all, yo. And I appreciate y'all. I be on the other panels, you know what I mean? And I see nothing but bread loaves going in they panels, and it should be making me feel good. And it be motivating me to just get on here and keep giving y'all quality information, bro.
Yo,
That's
Brad,
what it
man,
is.
you're a fucking celebrity, man. Yo, I know, I hear all that humble shit, my nigga, but you blowing up, nigga. Fuck that, man. Like yo, like YouTube letting you live, nigga.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, I see you, man. They ill. I know
They
dirty
talking to us
folks. I know
nice.
dirty folks. I know dirty folks in the motherfucking in the chat or probably in the he probably in the shit somewhere. You gonna hear this shit, man. I know it's hard out here for a pimp, nigga, but hey, man, you keep talking that Freemason secret shit, nigga, like they gonna keep shutting you down, man. See, bread.
It's hard out here for a pimp, but yo, it's God, bro. That's why you know what it is too. It's the respect. The bread game, y'all
Man, they got putting some respect on your shit.
Yeah, it's God, but God, even if they don't, God got me. Like that's why I tell people,
Yeah,
like, whether
exactly.
you hate
God
me
got both,
or love
all
me,
us.
right? Whether you hate me or love me, we gonna roll. This here gonna move. This here gonna move. So you could spend all the time turning your
Hey,
lip up
Brad.
at God or at what I'm telling you. You can spend all the time you want turning your lip up at that, but that's on you. And
Hey,
another
Brad,
thing too,
remember?
guys. Hold on,
Yeah.
real quick, Tolo. I need to make a real quick announcement.
All right, good.
We not one of them channels that scare women away, bro. That's why I cut niggas off. You know what I mean? That's why I correct niggas. You know what I mean? We not one of them channels that scare the women off. We fuck with Candace Owens. We salute the Queen Candace Owens. You know what I mean? Every now and
Nigga,
then Mrs. Goodbread pull up and she show love and show that virtuous, that conservative woman love.
bro,
So we
let me
not
get
one of them
Candace,
channels.
bro. You already wifed up, bro. You already
We
booed
not,
up, nigga. You know
yeah.
I got you.
No, hold on. You gotta hold on, cause it be the entourage sometimes that be fucking slowing the channel down, bro. It be the entourage sometimes, and
The
because
hate come from the haters come in.
the host don't know how to control his entourage, that be slowing his growth on his channel down. So that's why I want to give appreciation to my good breads, the ones that know not to be acting a fucking dummy, acting like the shit we talking about on the panel, in the chat, and on the panel, because that's going to just it's going to turn off the new audience. And do we want to grow or do we want to stay stagnant? You know what I mean? We want to grow. We want to get everybody. We want everybody on. You know what I mean? So that's all. I want to salute to my good breads that always open everybody with open arms. But also, if you get dumb in that chat, and if you get dumb, we gonna always lead with love. But if you get dumb and emotional in that chat, they gonna have a way with you, y'all. So again, guys, it's been real, and I love y'all, man. I fucks with y'all hard, yo. Anything else, guys? Any last things, guys?
Yo, Brad, man, we gonna make it, man. Just like Jada and P, it's like success, man. We're gonna make it, man. Like fuck all that bullshit. We're gonna make it, man.
Facts.
So it's predicted, bro. It's prophesied.
We the new fresh and fit.
We is, bro.
All right, man. Hey, you gotta prove you Ezekiel, man. You gotta you gotta prove that you in touch with the UFOs and shit, man. Because Ezekiel know the grays and whoever the fuck the lights
you know, man.
stars.
You know, we got paperwork, man. We got paperwork for all these UFOs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Ezekiel was the one that told you the motherfuckers coming like spinning light, like spinning fire and shit and all that type of shit. I know the Bible very well, bro.
Real facts, bro. They exist. Real facts.
Facts,
bro. We ain't trying to get into all of that. Hey, what's your you got a channel? I'll sub to you. You got Instagram or some shit, bro?
Yeah, I have a Facebook.
Link to me, man. Total TO1, man. Just like Total TO1 _TO1.
Okay.
All right, guys. Y'all finished? We out of here, guys, yo. Salute, good brothers. Have a good night, man.
Hey, Gus. Brad.
Yo.
Brad.
Yeah,
I'm gonna holler at you, bro, man. I'm gonna holler at you on. I'm gonna DM you, man.
Bet. Hit me up.
After the show, man. I'm gonna hit you up, man.
Bet.
All right, cool.
You are not niggers. You are not coons. You may smoke, reef, and drink wine and do crazy, wicked things. But you are not a wicked person by nature. You have lent yourself to wickedness, but you are a divine creature that must now come into the knowledge and power of your own divinity. And no preacher can resurrect you into your divinity. It takes God himself to bring you into your own divine nature. So we're not dealing with prophets. We have walked out of prophet teaching. This is the time and the presence of God. So I don't talk about God will come. God is already here. And he's working in me to resurrect you to your divine nature.